Is it actually possible to turn something tragic into something positive? And people say, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade of it. And it's easy to say that, but the reality of it all is that even possible? 6 years ago, I was living a very, very comfortable life, building an online business in the gaming market, and literally overnight, I lost everything. I was having I had a big email list of over 600,000 people, and I got an email from my email service provider saying that they had shut me down because of a high spam complaint. And I did some research because I was really shocked. I thought as a client who paid over $10,000 a month, they would never shut me down. But I realized that I made a mistake. I made a mistake of sending out a dating offer for one of my dating websites to a list of gamers, because in an autoresponder you had to check which list to send it to, and we had dozens of lists in there. And that small mistake cost me my entire business. I was living a life very comfortable where every email that I sent out whenever there was a new product, I would easily make at least $1,000 from sending an email out. And at that time when I received that email, I thought it was the end of the world. I thought it was the worst thing possible that could happen to me in my business. Now that was 6 years ago, and a lot has happened since. But here's the thing that I realized. At that time, it was never my intention to even do videos like these, to do seminars, workshops, or to educate and teach people how to build an online business. I was very, very comfortable being anonymous behind the scenes, selling products using pen names, because I was this really shy kid who just wanted to make money online. But I realized that it was really because of that event that forced me to step outside of my comfort zone and do something different. And if not for that event, I would have still stayed in my little shell doing what's comfortable and never stepping outside of that comfort zone. If not for losing my entire business that day, I would have never forced myself to do something that's uncomfortable to me. Because back then, I didn't want to be Peng Joon. I just wanted to be behind. And back then, if you Google my name, you'll get nothing. I didn't even have a Facebook page. But it was back then that made me realize that I had the opportunity to do something different. I asked myself, what's great about this problem? Because you see, the questions that we ask ourselves will determine the quality of the answer. If I started a question with a question like, why does this have to happen to me? Then I'll get a really crappy answer. And from asking that question, what's great about this problem? I forced myself to look at the bright side of things and to figure out how to solve that problem. And I realized, I said, what if I took what I learned from the entire journey of marketing products online, because that stuff is powerful, a really powerful skill, and I started teaching others how to do it. And because of that incident, something that was negative, it turned into something that was life-changing. But if not for that event, I would have never discovered the potential in me to be able to do this. And Steve Jobs calls this the red dots, right? That we can only connect the dots years after. But when we are living in the moment, it just doesn't make sense. So what if the problems we had in our lives gave us a choice to shape us up or to tear us down? So whatever happens in our lives, it's not about what happens, it's how we deal with it that makes all the difference. And it's a choice. So end of the day, choose wisely.